Good morning, good morning, good morning. Y'all come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Great morning to you. Happy Triumphant Thursday. Triumphant Thursday. It's good to see you. Make sure if you're tuning in on Facebook that you like this broadcast, tag a few people in and share it to your profile, your following, your groups, your pages right here on Facebook. And if you're following us on YouTube, welcome YouTube land, where you just like this video, click that thumbs up, and then subscribe to the Creating Your Now channel right here. We want you to be able to get notifications anytime we're on. And if you have not joined our Create Your Now on School, our community, our hub, our people, our tribe, then go ahead and join our tribe by clicking the link in the description of the video so that you can join our free tribe community right there on School app. You can do so. It's free. You can do that right there. Remember, this week we're sowing. If you want to partner, donate. So we're sowing in the denomination of 7. So $1.77, $7.77, $57, $37, wherever your faith is, wherever your obedience is, wherever your sacrifice is, wherever your cheerful giving is, you can go ahead and do that if you so desire by clicking the links or using the information in the description of the video, or if you're on Facebook, it's in the comments of the video. Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Pay, Google Pay, Zelle. It's all right there. If you want to be a blessing to this broadcast, you can do so right there. This week, we're doing it in the denomination of 7. On the 7th day, he completed and he rested. And we're talking about rest this week, so you could go ahead and do that. Today, we're going to talk about the secret to sustainable increase. The secret to sustainable increase. I'm going to give you the secret, and that is the rhythm, more specifically, the rhythm of rest. Most people don't fail because they lack intensity. We fail because we lack rhythm. We sprint for a season, we crash, we recover, we repeat. I actually think we're an addict. We sprint for a season, we crash, we recover, we repeat. We sprint for a season, we crash, we recover, and we repeat. That cycle feels productive, but it's actually exhausting. We're exhausted. That cycle has us exhausted. God never designed for our life to be a series of emotional sprints. He designed it to move in rhythm, creation, completion, and rest. Not grind, collapse, and restart, but creation, completion, and rest. Sustainable increase is not built on intensity, it's built on the rhythm that God has set for us. Truth number 1, let us go quickly. God builds in patterns, not in panic. God builds in patterns, not in panic. From the beginning of time, God modeled rhythm, day and night, work and rest, seed time and harvest. He did not create in chaos, He created in a cadence. And when your life lacks rhythm, everything feels urgent. Come on, come. How many people can testify? I mean, it's not a phone call, a text, it's not a situation that is thrown at us that does not feel urgent, because our life lacks rhythm. We react instead of responding. We rush instead of building. We burn instead of growing. Builders don't live in panic, though. We live in patterns. We decide when we work, when we rest, when we reflect, and when we reset. We create a rhythm and we follow that. Rhythm will remove anxiety from the progress. That anxiousness that you have is because there's no rhythm in your life. That area may not have a rhythm. You may have rhythms in some areas of your life, but the area that anxiety is trying to overtake you in, it is because you have not gotten a rhythm in that area. You've not gotten a rhythm in that area. And you need to develop one. You need to find one and find it quickly. Truth number 2, consistency outperforms intensity every day, twice on a Sunday. Consistency outperforms intensity. I'm a gym rat these days, and I've learned that a consistent, moderate workout will produce and outperform inconsistent, intense workout. I can go in today and have an intense workout, but it's going to make me tired, exhausted. I'm not going to want to go in tomorrow, the next day after that. I'm going to miss 3 days, and I'm going to come in on 4 days later and do an intense workout again. No. Small, consistent acts produce greater sustainable results. So truth number 2, consistency outperforms intensity. Intensity feels powerful when you do it. I remember last week I had last Friday, last Wednesday, I hit everything. I ran with an incline, stairmaster, cycled, paddling, the arm paddling, the rows, if you call them row, like you row your boat. I just had an all body intense cardio. Like it was left there for rubber. Left there rubber. That was good. It was a good workout. It felt powerful. But you know what is more powerful? My walking 3 miles a day for the last 4 months. That's more powerful. And that has yielded more power and results in my life because of the consistency, not that one hit workout. Okay. Anyone can have a strong week, a strong day, a strong month. But builders create strong systems so that they can always have strong and strength. One great burst won't change your life. Yeah, that one great workout, I didn't lose 10 pounds that day. I didn't gain muscle mass that day. One great burst won't change your life. Daily aligned actions, however, they will. And when we daily align our actions to be consistent, we'll see transformation. Intensity impresses people. People become impressed. When I had that workout last Wednesday, all my friends, we're in an accountability group on text, and all my friends are like, oh, you did that. It impresses. But consistency is what transformed. When I went to the weight loss doctor, and the weight loss doctor said, oh, you've lost, 20 pounds in the last 45 days. Consistency. That wasn't that hit workout. That was consistency. You do not need to do everything today. You just need to do the right things repeatedly and consistently, and you'll yield great results. You just need to do the right thing repeatedly and consistently, and you'll yield great results. Habits are formed by doing small acts or right acts repeatedly, consistently over time. It'll form a habit. It will cause momentum to grow, and it's how your future will be built. I remember when I was losing weight, 2022. I remember I had a trainer at Lifetime. I was living in Scottsdale, Arizona, and I had a trainer. Her name was Kim, amazing trainer. And I remember her telling me one day, she said, JD, what you're doing today, you're going to see 3 months from now. What you're doing today, you're going to see 3 months from now. Because oftentimes we live in a microwave generation. We want to see the results right now. I need to see it right now. I need to show it needs to happen right now. I need to see. But she was teaching me that I needed to do small acts. And 90 days from now, I'll start seeing the results of that. Habits will be formed. Transformation will change in my life, in my body, in my posture, in my eating, in my desire to work out. That stuck with me. That my future is built by the small acts that I do consistently every day. Likewise, in the negative way, if you consistently watch TV when you need to be working, if you consistently eating bad, if you're consistently, I never forget this. My wife was telling me 2023, maybe the beginning of 2023, she said, if you keep, eating them lemon loaves, you're going to blow back up. I'm like, it's just, I was working out too. Now, wait a minute. I was going to the gym every day, but I was coming home eating a lemon loaf, sometimes 2 a day at that time. And she kept saying to me, she said, baby, if you keep eating this sugar like this, you're going to look up one day and going to be round again. Lo and behold, guess what? I woke up one day and round I was. Because what I do consistently over time is going to build and determine my future. Consistency outperforms intensity every day, twice on a Sunday. You need consistency. Truth number three. Systems protect what passion starts. Systems protect what passion starts. Some of the things that we do, some of the things we have vision for, some of the businesses we launch, some of the nonprofits we have, the foundations we have, the conferences, the books, the t-shirts, all of the things is because we were passionate. And passion it lit that fire. It lit that fuel. It caused me to do something. But systems is what's going to protect what my passion started. Passion start things, but system sustains them. A system is simply a decision you don't have to make again. When you wake up, how you start your day, when you stop working, how you reset. These are all systems that you can create, put in place to protect your passion and what your passion started. It's a decision that you will make that you won't have to. When we were staying in Houston, they don't have none in Nashville. Maybe I'll create one. They don't have none in Nashville. But when we was in Houston, it was no question. Every Monday, I'm going to the spa. It was a no-brainer. It was my rest. It was my reset. It was my download time. It wasn't a restriction. It was guardrails to help me from crashing, to help me from becoming a gutter baller if I'm bowling. You need systems in place, rails that can keep the train moving forward and not become derailed. This is good. This is good. You need to be taking notes. Without systems, you rely on emotions. When you don't have a system in place that says this, if A happens, B gonna happen. If C happens, D gonna happen. Without that system in place, then you're left to rely on your emotions. And guess what? I don't mean to offend you, but we as people are emotionally unstable. We do not need to make emotional decisions. But if you don't have a system in place, you leave your emotions to rule you, lead you, and guide you. And if we be real, if we think about it, I'm talking to myself now. If we think about it, every dumb mistake we made, and I know that's a bad word to use, every childish mistake we made, every unsmart, unintelligent decision we made was because we leaned into our emotions and not a system. But when we create a system, it'll protect what we started with passion from our emotions. It'll protect our passion when we're tired. It'll protect our passion when we're angry. It protect our passion when we're frustrated. Without systems, you rely on emotions. With rhythms and systems, you rely on alignment. What do I need to do to make sure this keep moving? That it's aligned with God, it's aligned with his timing, it's aligned with his purpose, it's aligned with these people, it's aligned with the location. The rhythm in the system keeps everything in alignment. Builders don't just feel inspired. We started because we were inspired, because passion ignited us. But we kept building because we built a structure, and we live in structure, and we live by rhythms. So we keep building. We keep building. One of my sisters in the Lord, I never forget, she got us these shirts, and we wore them, faithfully. That just say, keep building. I want to say to you, hashtag keep building. In fact, just put it in the comments, keep building. Tell your neighbor in the comments, keep building. Create a system and a rhythm that'll keep you building. Let me give you your homework. We're going to get out of church early. I'm going to get off our coaching call early today. Let me give you your homework. I need you to ask yourself, where in your life are you sprinting instead of pacing yourself? Where in your life are you sprinting instead of pacing yourself? You're running hard. You're running with intensity. You're running with fervor. You're running with everything in you instead of pacing yourself for the long haul. Where in your life? Write it down. It's you in your notebook. It's you in your journal. Write it down. Where are you sprinting, running hard, running intensely, running with everything in you instead of pacing yourself so that you can last and not burn out? Then you need to ask yourself, what simple rhythm, what simple system, what simple structure can I install this week, this day, this month, so that I don't run out? It could be a morning start time. I need to get up and start at this time. It can be an evening shutdown. Everything need to be shut down by this time. It could be a weekly review. Let me take a day. Let me take a moment, an hour, pull back, review, reflect. It could be a daily quiet reset. Let me take 10 minutes each day and say, you know what, for 10 minutes, I'm going to be quiet. I'm not going to think about nothing. I'm just going to sit in silence and rest, reset, give my brain a reset, give my mouth, my thoughts, my words, everything a reset, my actions a reset. It could just be a daily 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Start small and be consistent. Don't try to, I'm going to implement me a Sabbath. I'm not going to do nothing. Don't start there. Start small. Let me implement me 5 minutes a day, 10-minute quiet time a day. Let me start at a certain time in the morning. Let me shut it down at a certain time in the evening. Let me get a weekly review. Let's start small and stay consistent, and let rhythm kick in. Let habits be created. Okay, I'm gonna say this. I know, because we're still in January. Well, we're coming out of January now. Rhythm beats resolutions every day. I know you had a bunch of New Year's resolutions. Let's just create rhythms. I knew that I wanted to lose weight and go to the gym and work out every day in 2026. It may help me, may help me. I started back in October. I said, let me just do a little small steps each day, because consistency, it beat my New Year's resolution. All right. You don't need to be pushed harder. You just need to pace wiser. This is the season that you'll stop building in bursts. And you'll start building in patterns, infrastructure, rhythms, and systems. Because sustainable increase is not about how fast you move. It's about how long you last. I said sustainable increase is not about how fast you move, but about how long you last. And as builders who master rhythm, we always finish strong. Let me give you our declarations for today. I build in rhythm. I choose consistency over chaos. I pace my purpose. I create patterns that last. I create my now. I build in rhythms. I choose consistency over chaos. I pace my purpose. I create patterns that last, and I create my now. I'm excited about you on this triumphant Thursday, that you got the secret to sustainable increase, and that is rhythms and rest. Let's create, let's complete, and let's rest. And let's do it again. We're not going to grind. We're not going to collapse. And we're not going to have to restart. Them days of restarting over and over and over and over and over and over and over again is over. We're going to create, complete, and rest. That's our new cycle. That's our new rhythm. That's our new system. Not grind, not collapse, not restart. Right? Go, grow, and glow. Make sure you like, tag, and share. Make sure you like and subscribe. Make sure if you want to sow, donate, partner, you could do so. The ways is in the description of the video. We're giving in the increment of 7. So $1.77, $7.77, 57, 37, wherever you want to sow at, wherever you feel led to, wherever God is compelling you to, whether your heart is cheerful at, whether you're sacrificing it, you can do so right there. All the ways are in the description of the video right there. Make sure you join us on school. We're going to have some good surprises, some good things, good content in the school app in the month of February. So make sure you join us right over there. Share this out. Share this out. I look forward to what God is getting ready to do for you on this triumphant Thursday. Go, grow, and glow. May his peace, his protection, and his provision be your portion. Until we meet again, same time, same place tomorrow. I'll see you then.